Hello and welcome to The Verdict. This is where we bring you trending issues and developments around Nigeria and beyond, with a view to informing, educating, as well as helping you to arrive at your own verdict. My name is Komi Olatoye. A warm welcome to you. Now, it's a party going on in any police barracks around you. Well, I think about time to check and make sure you're not missing out of the newfound lot of the Nigerian police personnel. In case you don't get my drift, the new salary review of the Nigerian police as announced by the federal government is it. Wow! According to the new structure made available to us by a source, it is a new deal. Now check it out. A constable at the lowest rung of the ladder may be earning about 80,000 naira now, while a sergeant may be earning about 150,000 naira. Now you can only appreciate this new deal if you know that currently the remuneration of a police constable who is at the lowest base is 43,000 naira. Well, if you want to convert that to dollars, that is about $120. For a corporal, many of who the citizens interface with at checkpoints and station desks on daily basis, his take home is between 44 and 48,000 naira. For a sergeant major who is the most senior non-commissioned officer, it takes home 55,000 naira or $155. And by then, he must have put in about 25 years in service. Now for the officer cadre, an assistant superintendent of police earns between 127,000 and 156,000 naira. That's between $352 and $433. By the time he joins the elite corps and becomes a commissioner, probably more than 25 years after joining the service, he earns 266,000 and 322,000 maximum. What this means is that the bulk of the personnel in the rank and file earns less than 50,000 naira or about $140 per month. Now, many people have said this is why the police is not your friend, even though they always like to be. It is why the Nigerian police occupy the high echelon of corruption index in the country and global comparatives. It is why many citizens have met their untimely death in the hands of the police, who were largely frustrated, and why we have proliferation of checkpoints and roadblocks across the country. What an average policeman earns as a take-home at the end of the day, they say, cannot even take them to the bus stop to catch a ride after the day's runs. Well, while the police remuneration may not be the worst in comparison with other government workers, the nature of their job, the risks and the uncertainties no doubt call for special package to cushion the hazards of the job. Now, President Buhari, while meeting with the police hierarchy on the salary review, said, and I quote, "I am pleased to make the increase in the salary and allowances with the hope that it will increase the performance index of the police and strengthen Nigeria's internal security system." End of quote. Well, no doubt increasing remuneration is moral booster for any employee, and in fact, the hierarchy of the police and its regulatory commission, that is Police Service Commission, have paid a thank you visit to the president on his good gesture. But is salary the only index that makes for poor policing in Nigeria? Earlier, President Buhari has regretted the sustained and increasing involvement of the military in internal security, which of course is the main duty of the police. And I quote him again, "The inability of the police in their constitutional role as the frontline force in the prevention of crime has led to military intervention in the maintenance of law and order throughout the country." End of quote. However, it has to be stated that if other variables that make for good and effective policing are not factored into the current effort at rejigging the police, it may be the usual mere throwing of money at every challenge we have, with no visible and desired impact. As we speak, police barracks across the country are a butt of jokes as pigsty. Policemen are still set to buy their own uniforms and kits, necessitating all the different shades of colors and textures that we see all around. Policemen are said to raise funds from wherever they see to support logistics, do patrol, even in getting stationery to take down statements in their various stations. Training and retraining as well as reorientation is far and in between, as an average policeman still sees himself as the emperor and conqueror of the citizen he is paid to protect and cultivate his friendship. The list is endless. But suffice to say, holistic approach to redeeming the police in its squalid and inefficient state is a sine qua non if the president's desire, and indeed every Nigerian's desire, including the policeman himself, is to come to fruition. For what the president has done, we say kudos, but there remains many more rivers to cross. That is our verdict. What is your verdict? Well, thanks for joining us again. Let's keep the conversation going on our YouTube channel, AN24 TV. Drop your comments and we'll get to read them on the program. Thanks for watching this edition. Keep a date with us next time. I'm Komi Olatuyi. See you then.